Welcome to the Heart of Beauty, a series devoted to redefining beauty, not as appearance, but as frequency. These are transmissions for those who feel deeply, lead consciously, and know that true beauty is not performed. It is lived. Today we begin with one of the most misunderstood and yet most universal forms of beauty, the courage to remain open while you are breaking. The world has taught us to admire the polished person, the one with the perfect composure, the unshaken voice, the elegant mask that never slips. We've been conditioned to believe that beauty is what survives the storm untouched. But divine beauty, the beauty seen by the soul, is something entirely different. Divine beauty witnesses the person who is not untouched, but who chooses to stay open anyway. Beauty is not the absence of breaking. Beauty is the refusal to close. When something fractures inside you, when a dream collapses, when a relationship dissolves, when truth tears through the facade you built to stay safe, you are not less beautiful. You are, in fact, more radiant to the soul. Because there is a rare kind of courage required to keep your heart open while your world is rearranging itself. This courage is not loud. It does not announce itself. It does not polish itself for admiration. It simply says, I will stay with myself as I change. You may think of the moments in your life when you felt split open, the day grief hollowed your chest, yet you still showed love to someone who needed it. The moment you were betrayed, yet you chose to remain soft inside instead of turning to stone. The nights you cried into your pillow, yet woke up willing to try again. These are not signs of weakness. They are the very architecture of inner beauty. True beauty is forged in the molten center of heartbreak, truth, and resilience. It is spiritual metallurgy, the alchemy of letting pain melt the false layers so your essence can be revealed. Remaining open while breaking is the moment the mask dissolves. The moment your heart whispers, even now, even here, I choose to feel. This is not collapse. This is becoming. Many people confuse openness with fragility. But openness is the ultimate strength. A closed heart cannot transform. A guarded heart cannot receive. A numbed heart cannot lead. Openness is how your soul continues to evolve. It is how intuition sharpens, how compassion expands, how discernment matures, and how wisdom takes root. Beauty, real beauty, is the frequency of someone who refuses to let pain turn them into something they are not. It is the courage to feel grief without losing grace. It is the willingness to love again after loss. It is the vulnerability to admit, I don't have all the answers. And the maturity to stay present rather than escape. When you remain open while breaking, your life begins to reorganize around your authenticity. You attract people who can meet you. You experience relationships that can hold you. You create work that expresses you. You build words and worlds that nourish you. And you stop performing for the world because you are finally aligning with your soul. So let this first transmission be an honoring to every person who held her own hand in the dark. To every person who told the truth, even when it shattered something. To every person who stayed soft in a season that asked them to harden. To every person who let themselves break, not into pieces, but into truth. This is what the heart of beauty looks like. Not perfection, but presence. Not smoothness, but soul. Not performance, but courage. You are beautiful in the exact ways you think you are failing. You are luminous in the places you think are too tender. You are expanding in the places you think are breaking. Because beauty is not what you show the world. Beauty is what you choose when the world is not looking. Today, I honor the version of you who stayed open, who stayed present, who stayed willing to feel. This is the beauty that elevates change. This is the beauty that awakens compassion. This is the beauty that shifts timelines. And this is the beauty that the world needs most. Take a breath in through the nose and the mouth at the same time to oxygenate the brain and the body simultaneously. Place a hand on your heart and whisper, I am beautiful in my becoming. Because you are, and you always were.